Greetings, all.
Hello.
Uh,
Howdy.
I was fixing to come to the table and do a raven read, but my doo-doo Fudu has been so kind. He was in here before I did a raven read, playing around with his new baby. What's your new baby's name? Electra, which he'll use to help ground. Stace is all about grounding through music and things like that. We also ground outside as well and return old energies to the earth. But he blessed me by letting me listen to him ground on his new baby Electra. So we're going to switch it up a little bit and do something different today. But before we get started, Stace here is going to show you some of the things we've got upcoming.
Okay, coming soon. We're gonna do some Gen X tarot reading.
Yeah.
With some Garbage Pail Kids, if any of you remember the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yep. I think we were all behaving like Garbage Pail Kids once upon a time.
Yep. And then we forgot to take that tag off. But anyway.
Okay.
Got the another Gen X Dungeons and Dragons. These ones are mine, so
yeah.
So I'm gonna reread those.
And then anything else?
And then the Necronomicon.
The Necronomicon. Yeah.
So coming up soon, very soon, we'll be reading these ones with you.
And we're definitely going to have Stace use those to hopefully help some more of our Gen Xers come online and in towards our tribe. You know, our whole mission to begin with was we're being told to do the fives. We have laid down the indigenous tribal cards for the remainder of this week. If we've missed any of the animals and you want us to do an animal read, you can just simply email us and we will happily do that. We just did not care for the last couple of
they started getting really
heavy and dark and seeing
wonky.
some things, and since right now we know it's Stace's line that's probably the bulk of people that are out there, while we still have a smaller collective, we're like, you know what? It's just not our style to operate in dark energy. We're here to help people do the fives.
Help and heal.
Yep.
We're not here to judge. We're here to, not just fixing, we're fixing us for healing ourselves too at the same time.
Yep.
And,
because we do the fives too.
We don't want to harm nobody, and
yes.
we are not, we're not going to cast spells out there and say something. I mean, as me and her talk about a lot of things, and one of the things that when you do speak out into the universe, it does come back to you. It's like a boomerang.
Yep.
So, it's that boomerang effect.
Yep, and we watched the one tarot reader that we can see on our downline, Shea Pila, today, like literally about 4 or 5 hours ago, put up exactly the same, just verifying that our last read was correct and that we've got people doing that. And so that's just not our energy or our style. So we are going to continue wishing love and light out there, and we're going to blessings, and we're going to change it up and do something that we know impacts Stace and I. And so Stace is going to help us with one of the other new, this is an oracle deck.
Yes.
Called Moonology. And one of the things that impacts Stace and I so hard is when we get to the new moon, or so the full moon.
Yes.
Sometimes the new moon impacts me too, but really the full moon hits us hard. And so we're going to do Moonology reads. We're going to have him start with this to kind of let us know who are we reading for out there. It'll tell us a moon sign, and then I will do a downline story after I read whatever Stace pulls.
Okay.
And I will say, Stace, before I came to the table, one of the things I was hearing my mom, kind of give me song-wise, and I don't know if folks out there remember this song or not, but it's called Night Swimming by REM. And the words that she was saying to me is, you, I thought I knew you. You, I cannot judge. Night swimming deserves a quiet night. And then she was something about a picture of your photograph is on my picture of your photograph is on something, is what she was saying, and I'm kind of blanking. It's a little muffled because she moves from a picture and a verse. Every streetlight a reminder. Night swimming deserves a quiet night. And what she was asking before we came to do this was, she said, don't you kids think that everybody out there deserves a quiet night if they are night swimming? So that's what we're starting with, is a question from her, and we're going to see if we can't figure out if this message might be related to that by starting with the moonology. Let's see here, babe. Yeah. If you want to pull us some moon.
Guns N' Roses song.
What song are you hearing, babe?
I was looking for a trace, looking for a heart, looking for a lover, and the world is much too dumb. Because if you don't want my love,
you just want satisfaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say where you're going.
Well, that's interesting because night swimming is about two lovers. But I want to say what she's trying to show me is like when we were younger, like we would take chances on things, you know, by going night swimming. And, you know, the whole...
used to love her, is that?
I used to love... Oh, that's a terrible one.
No, that's about the dog.
Oh, okay.
It's off of the that acoustic
Is it
EP.
not the Motley Crue one?
No,
oh, okay, okay. I was going to say, that one's terrible. We don't want to hear that one. Because that lyrics is like, oh, no. Is it I used to love her, but I had to kill her? Or something like that? I used to love her. Yes, that one's...
No, because he's talking about his dog in the backyard.
Oh,
really?
Yes. Oh, I didn't even know this. See, I still learn things, and I'm in my 50s, so...
See, I was a big Guns N' Roses fan back in the day.
Yeah, well, so was I, but I didn't know that was about a dog. I thought it was about a girlfriend or something. And then Motley Crue had one about... it was just really morbid, and I can't remember. But anyway, I know that she's just asking if we're thinking about once upon a time, you know, when we were, you know, maybe like in our teens or early 20s, didn't night swimming deserve a quiet night? And so the fact that Stace is like, you know, moonology. I mean, like I'm literally picturing some lovers. You know, maybe lovers we don't have anymore. I don't know.
Talking about dance with songs about the moon and stuff.
Yeah, songs about the moon.
Van Morrison song, Moon Dance.
It's a marvelous
night.
Yes. Okay. All right. So maybe she's just whipping us all out here into shape. But
see, it's the moon.
It's the moon. Yeah. That's why it impacts us. So, all right, baby, what you pulling? Can you give us one for the moon? Okay. Ooh, a fiery climax approaches. Maybe night swimming does deserve a quiet night. This is full moon in Aries, and I'm going to read to you, if I can find it. Does it have a
number?
Yeah, like.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
A fiery. Let's see. A fiery climax approach.
Oh, that's full moon. Okay.
In Aries.
So this one breaks it down, babe, about by like the different phases of the moon, and since that's a full moon, we can go. Oh, here it is. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. Oh, there's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming, and it could be fiery. Ooh. So, baby, do you want to read about how they can attune to the moon?
Okay.
While I get these cards going.
Okay.
So I think we're reading for an Aries.
Be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you are navigated to where you want to be.
Okay.
Additional meanings for this card. Being assertive is good. Just don't ride rough
shot over anyone?
Yeah. If you are in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace.
Yeah.
Don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue.
Oh. Read the last one though there too, babe.
You need to be you need to have more fun.
So do you see what this means right here? This, I swear that this is definitely, this has got to be a read for Arjun, because that don't be a baby, and then in parentheses, sorry, but this could be the issue. So somebody just being dismissive of somebody else's feelings, okay? So let's find out a little bit more about your storyline here, Aries. All right, we've got a mother. We've got a high priestess. What of this mother? What of the high priestess? Here it is. Wants a new page of cups. Do you see these pictures, babe? I freaking love this deck, but we have to like hide things here because you can see her, you know. Yeah, you can see her chest and her naughty bits. So here we have
her naughty bits.
Somebody that is interested in the page of cups. Yeah.
Just the card.
Baby, if you wanted a card over me, let me tell you.
Look,
do you see what moon energy does to Stace and I? All right, Ace of Swords. So this is somebody that needs to be truthful. This is seeking truth, seeking new knowledge. It looks like we have a high priestess who's seeking truth with the Page of Cups. An Aries person that's seeking this. Woo! Seven of Shields. So that would be the Seven of Pentacles. Look at that.
Wow.
I just got to show you the Seven of Pentacles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this thing is just, they are like literally spell casting and bringing this new person or the truth or this new situation forward. So interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I am going to get a little bit more information on the Seven of Shields if this doesn't show me a little bit more. Haha. We have somebody that's put themselves in competition with somebody else out there.
Ouch.
It's
that full moon energy.
Yeah. So we have, that's full moon energy. Yeah. And they want to, okay. So we got a little bit of a problem going on here. We have somebody who is, I think, possibly quite foolishly put a couple of, and again, you can reverse the roles as you see fit, but all of these cards that have come out here, other than the Seven of Shields, which is somebody manifesting through magic, we have, essentially, now that I've got the full storyline here, what we have here is somebody that's highly intuitive, wanting to know what's actually going on with the Queen of Cups, and if they're about to lose someone to a Queen of Cups. This is never our favorite storyline or energy. And when I look at what the moon was that you pulled, babe,
right.
A fiery climax approaches. Not shocked at all. We've got two very strong feminines here on the board. On two different sides of a downline here, where somebody has manifested an extra female into their storyline.
There's a tug of war.
There's a tug of war, literally. And we've got the highly intuitive one actually seeking information through the Ace of Swords about this specific cup of love, if that's in fact what's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and see if this is in fact what's going on. What do you think, babe? I'm going to do the Two of Wands and Seven of Shields, okay? To see if in fact that's what somebody has manifested.
There could be a price to pay to being too competitive.
Yep.
And too blunt.
Yeah. And so what do we have? We have a competition going on here. Yeah. Hurt feelings.
It's like Survivor, baby.
Mm-hmm. Well, Seven of Shields person, whoever is holding in the middle between these two ladies, basically, is definitely saying that one or the other is their son, and they are putting an end to one or the other with the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. 10 of Pentacles and the Star. They're leaving one for the other. So I don't really know any Aries per se that may be in our, but we do know, what we do know is that, we're all going through midlife right now, right? So essentially we do have, and I take this as, I believe, based on how these cards have presented themselves, and again, you can reverse the roles as you see fit, because the Queen of Cups could always be a King of Cups. The Mother or the Empress could always be, an Emperor. But the way I see this is that we have somebody under this fiery climax and Aries moon here that is exchanging one for the other. They've spun the wheel. They see, and look how it fell out on the downline here. So we have somebody that has exchanged an Empress for a Queen of Cups. So, and if you look at these energies, babe, these two look younger. So we have somebody out there, and what the Empress is doing currently is she's watching tarot. My mom says she's watching tarot to get verification that that's exactly what's going on. That this individual in the middle has stuck an ending to themselves so that they may move on to a younger person. Well, that is never Stace's and or my favorite energy. We know it happens. It's been happening. I mean, when we were younger, that's what we would call fuck around energy. But given that we have somebody that's done that to an Empress here, I'm being asked by my mom, hold this up again. Read the downline once more. A fiery climax approaches. That means all hell's about to break loose in somebody's home.
A little bit too much me.
A little bit too much me. And let me tell you who I think is doing a little bit too much me. Whoever is controlling the Seven of Pentacles is doing a little bit too much me. All right. That's the way at least this storyline or this downline reads. Again, not my favorite energy, but we've all been there. We've all done that. We've all done something along those lines. And I really and truly feel older person energy coming off of this. It's just emanating. My mom.
And the teaching.
The teaching. The full moon in Aries is a super fiery time when emotions can run very high. On the upside, there's excitement about what may lie ahead. Well, for sure, somebody's excited about something new that's lying ahead. But tempers are likely to flare with rash comments or decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to a peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. Yeah, we're sorry for whoever this is that's going through this. And again, we're trying not to be judgy. I feel like I want to get a time on this. Don't you, babe? So this is going to happen soon. So I wonder when all hell is going to break loose with this moonology.
Mm-hmm.
It does say, for now, time is frozen. Have faith. Divine timing is at play. Anything else? My mom says, whoever it is out there that knows that they're doing this and going through this, and she's saying family, which makes sense because if you look at who the mother is, there's children involved.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Whoever is doing this, it's divine timing, and it's personal for them to know because it's their family. Okay. Are you feeling anything on your line? I do feel like I would like to see, or do you want to do a chakra and see at all?
I'd like to do a chakra and then, since this is
I mean, we've got two very
fiery moon, I got to even it out.
Yeah, we got to do something to help the folks out there, because we know that this is about to get explosive. We can see on the downline that I mean, there's no other way to say this. All hell's about to break loose for somebody.
Yep.
And we'd like to help you and your family, whoever this may be. You know, we know that breakups are hard and they hurt. And if they're occurring under the circumstances that this downline is showing us, yeah, we definitely can understand why all hell's about to break loose. So we're, again, not going to judge. We're just going to see what we can do to help with woundings and things that we normally do, because that's what works for us with the fives. All right. Stability. Look, baby. Look at that number.
Yep.
Do you want to hold that or put that up there? So it's card number 27.
Stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity.
Yep. Emotional balance. Stability, harmony, peace, fluidity. When your own cup is full and balanced, you will naturally have more to give and share with others. The card message is, our emotions are the creative engine of our experiences. They are like the fiery steed that pulls it. They are like the fiery steed right here, okay, that pulls the chariot of our life. If we want to know what we are creating or why things are showing up in our life the way they are, we must look first to the thoughts and feelings we generate on a daily basis. There is an ancient saying that says, energy flows where our attention goes. Where we turn our focus, emotions build, and experience follows. It's time to consider this wisdom in the emotional balance of your life. I feel like both parties in this situation, well, I mean, this is obviously a three-party sitch going on here, babe. We've got somebody manifesting in a third person. So there's like three different people in here. So I can see why things are going to get fiery. And whoever sees this, I guess where I'm confused and like mom's not really showing me, are we reading? I think we are reading for this person. And I'm trying to ask her for clarification. She said, yes, we are reading for the highly intuitive. She said she should know that. Whenever I see three different parties on the same downline and board, I'm like, who am I giving the information to? Since I'm still a little bit newer at tarot, I often have to ask still. And she's like, well, that's how you get better. So it's for this person right here, okay? So where your attention goes and your energy goes, that's where things are going to flow for you. Where your attention goes, that's where energy is going to flow. And I'm going to see if I can get anything on the Kipperish, baby. I knew what you were pulling. I already knew. Celtic positive. Oh, look at this, baby. Two of them. I get to give you two of my Celtic positive cards. Mm-hmm. Cool. Mm-hmm. So that makes sense because we've got a divine feminine out here that's needing some reassurances. Mm-hmm. That maybe she's going to have to figure out how to keep things very calm. What you're not seeing is there's going to be some wealth coming out of this. Hmm. Sounds like maybe somebody out there is going to be, I mean, you know,
being taken care of.
What's the old saying that, you know, dudes from Argent would be like, cheaper to keep her. In this case, my mom is saying, you think? But truthfully speaking, an empress isn't going to let you keep her if you're trying to balance her up against a queen of, what was the queen of? A queen of cups. Okay, an empress controls and commands all four queens. They're not going to let you keep her up against just a queen of cups. If your star and your pinnacles and all that stuff, if you think you're pulling a wheel and sticking things in because your new sun is on this other side of the board, well, the rich girl card goes to, what was that movie, Medea's, very first Medea, where somebody was getting divorced and she was standing there just calculating everything that the guy in that situation was going to own. That's like literally what my mom was showing me, like Medea, was it like Family Reunion or something like that, where she's just going, oh, and he did this, he cheated, what? That's who, you know, there's costs to that, basically, and I would imagine that's where the fiery tempers are going to be. You know, I mean, to us, if that were us, we'd just be like, it's just money, just stuff. Money, pinnacles, comes and goes. But, you know, in this case, there's obviously kids involved here. So, oh, they get 2 Celtic Positive Optimism cards. Okay. These are harder for me to work with. I actually now have the 2 Celtic Positive Optimistic cards for you. A blessing of the sight. Well, we already know you have a blessing of the sight because you're this, but I'll go ahead and read you what a blessing of the sight is all about. This is number 18. I think that's 18. Does that look like 18 to you? Yeah, it is. The 8's on this, the Celtic numbering. I mean, it's such a beautiful card, but it's really kind of hard to read. Let the fairies now offer you this gift of the sight, this blessing of the eyes within the eyes that can pierce the veil and see into the other worlds that lie all about us and make visible the once unseen. That's exactly what the read was. Somebody is out there asking if whoever is pulling forward this new relationship. We have a seer that's just verifying, essentially. The sight is not like human sight, though. It is fleeting and strange, and like water, if you struggle to hold it, it will slip through your fingers and find its way away from you. So it is the gift of fleeting moments of insight to the fairy realms, to see what is within a person, to know yourself and who you are. We've got a high intuitive that knows exactly who they are. To have a moment when the limited vision of humanity opens up and knows that there is so much more to the world than you have been taught to see. With the blessing of the sight, you begin to see more clearly with those beautiful human eyes and appreciate each leaf turn, each flower bud, each color within the rainbow. This is now your blessing, to see the world as it is, as magical, and to see within the worlds that overlap these ones as well. Fairy blessings, friend, and use the sight well. So this person can't be this person unless they have the sight. So they're definitely, whoever this Aries person is, very smart person. They're using tarot to verify pretty much what they already know. Whoever has pulled this new relationship is. So, which makes sense then with the divinity. Stace and I do the 5s. You know, 5 and 5 is 10. We've got the wheel sitting out here, but somebody is essentially misusing. Now, the next one I'm going to use is a Sacred Forest Oracle. Stace got me these just today, so I'm excited. I'm excited that you pulled one to use. Pegasus, transcending. You know you're going through changes. So, you know, like everything is about to change for this person, whoever this is. And look at this. It's card 28. Again, 2 and 8 is 10. You know that wheel is turning. This person is literally just using tarot to verify what they already know. They're getting a leg up on whoever this is. Transcending. Grab hold of the mane. Pegasus is leaping into the sky with you on his back. You can feel the wind rush as the winged horse climbs higher and higher, his muscles rippling beneath you. You are keenly aware of his majesty's strength and power as you are brought closer and closer to the heavens. The spirit of Pegasus says you're on a pilgrimage of the soul. Exactly what this person's about to do. They're going to be taking back their own ownership of their own life. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. That's the other in your house causing the drama. So they're giving you predictive right here that your house is about to go in explosion. And they're saying, listen, you're this. You have the sight. You have the gift of sight. You know how to properly use tarot. You know how to ask the right questions. They're telling you, why even bother? Just transcend. Become the powerful person you're supposed to be. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve themselves. A profound transformation is at hand. So this person already knows it. My mom is saying they know it. They just are looking for confirmation. All right, baby. You feel anytime Stace feels somebody has called forward. Friendship. He pulled friendship for you.
And guess what?
It's the card that you love the most. Yes. An American Werewolf in London. Has it occurred to you that it might be unsettling to see you arise from the grave to visit me? She just pulled, whoever this is, just pulled transcendence. Shared experiences, especially traumatic ones. Well, we know where you're going with this, where all things are going with us. Moon energy.
American Werewolf in London.
Yes, it is. Our friends often know us better than anyone, even when we experience dramatic transformations. They just got told they're in transforming. They're literally transcending.
Bosco.
Yep, Bosco. Okay. It can feel as much like a curse as a blessing to have someone see you as you really are. Well, I have to say, you are fucking this.
Yeah.
So just wait until you finish that transforming and let people see who you are. Seriously. Recognize, however, that even a friend's best intentioned guidance may be shared or may be shaded by an ulterior motive. In the upright, seek counsel from those who know you well. I think that's an invite to talk to our friends, our family, to say you know that this is coming. That you know what's going on this other end, what the other end is called forward instead of. This is why we're doing the Moonology right here, to help with us predictive, because Stace and I know what we get into, when the full moon hits us. I think we just finally figured out today that his Libra, he's a Libra moon, which means his head goes into deep spaces, and I'm a Scorpio, so then I go deep into water. And what does the moon control and shake? The water. So, he typically responds with his air energy, something that we don't usually use throughout the month. I'm usually in command and control of the air energy, while he's normally very solidly grounded to the earth. But every time a full moon hits us, we all of a sudden switch to exactly those things which are the harder pieces of our moon signs. So this can be avoided. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. You're this. And remember, you're this. You're this. It's just your time to shine. My mom is saying that, remember, anytime, she's telling me to say, anytime somebody takes a spin at the wheel prematurely when they still have somebody like this sitting at home, it always it always comes back around in the form of karma, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and roll die, babe. Mm-hmm. This one's getting on. I mean, this one really wanted to know. All right, we have somebody that is possibly 42 or 44. You're being told to try and listen to some music, soothing music. We've already given them a chakra. Check your phone. Actually, she's saying, this is showing up for in the reverse. She said, stop checking your phone. Pardon me. She's saying, no, stop. Stop checking your phone. She said, you're this. You don't need to check your phone anymore. Who cares? You know, know that karma works its way in the universe. The number 12 is significant to this person for some reason or other, but this is either a 42 or 44-year-old family going through that. So we are sorry to hear that. Do you want to do the Trinky Charms, baby?
Yeah.
Oh, grab me a little sip of this new tea. My doo-doo foodoo got me some this type of tea, and I'm loving it. You have to try some of that orange pickle stuff you got me, Dave. It's so good. So good. All right. Yeah, we've got, so running alongst your energy is the father energy here. Definitely no longer in the upright. We got a seahorse here. So for whoever this person is, they are not feeling, you know, it's just what's running in your energy line. But literally because it's going this way, that tells me whoever this high priestess is knows. You know that they're on their way out. They're swimming on their way out, but they're definitely no longer in the upright for you. That wheel has been turned to half-mast. You see it. You know it's coming. Whoever this is knows it's coming. You know what, babe? Look what that is.
Yep.
But it's in the upside down. They can no longer, this person no longer has the key to your heart. They don't hold the key to anything with you anymore. And my mom says, and they're taking that key back. Oh, they're taking their keys away from whoever this is. I'm not sure what to make of this one. This is somebody that's not very patriotic or used to be patriotic, but these days isn't feeling America. Can't blame you. We have, once again, the owl in the upside down. So I have to acknowledge it both ways because I promised I would. If it's somebody that's of the indigenous population out there, it could be that they're from a tribe that doesn't like owls, or this is somebody that has their intuition turned off and possibly has a connection with an Aquarius. Okay, and then we also have the firefly, but that is also in reverse. So I would imagine that the firefly means something to whoever this is. And for you, it's feeling, things are feeling a bit upside down right now. But my mom is saying to tell you to remember who you are, and that remember what they say about doors that close. Let them, because that's just you that gets to transcend, okay? All right, I hope this helped, this confirmation moonology. This was an interesting one. Not our favorite energy at all, but we're always willing to work with the hard stuff, as we promised we would, because that's part of the fives. We hope that helps and give somebody a heads up. You know, don't let the full moon, you know, pull things into askew for you, all right? Much love to everybody out there. And then, baby, I don't know where our to pause this.
Oh, whoop, sorry.
Hey, listen, it takes time. All right, we love you.
Bye.
Bye.